All right, Shalom.
Shalom.
First and foremost, we want to give all praise, glory, and honor to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem,
Yahushua,
Ba'ashem,
Rakakadash. Double honor to the true leaders of the nation Israel in these last days, great millstone, also known as GMS. Salutation to the Most High's men in the four corners of the earth, pushing his word in sincerity and in truth. Shalom to the sisters out there that support and subscribe wholeheartedly to the message of deliverance and salvation of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, the GMS Mississippi. And we had a quick topic kind of going into the persecutions. So we got persecutions that are going to be for to come, where all men and women upon the earth, upon the face of the planet, are going to be tried. So we're going to start there in the book of Matthew and kind of just roll through the spirit and get a couple of precepts going into that.
This is Matthew chapter 5, verse 10. Blessed are they which are persecuted for righteousness' sake, for there is the kingdom of heaven.
So blessed are they that are persecuted for righteousness' sake, for there shall be the kingdom of heaven. Right? And so along with those persecutions, you got a particular famines, you got pestilences, you got the time of Jacob's trouble that's coming, but you're going to be tried, right? Because in order for the Heavenly Father to truly test your spirit, you're going to have to be persecuted. You're going to have to go through a certain particular afflictions. And your customized or personalized hell or persecution may be different from this man's, may be different from that woman's, may be different from this brother's, you know? But it's going to be customized according to the portion that the Heavenly Father grants unto you. But he's not unjust to give you more than what you are actually able to handle or able to bear. Go ahead.
Blessed are ye when men shall revile you and persecute you, and shall say all manner of evil against you falsely.
So they're going to come against you. They're going to lie on you. They're going to put you on the news and have your mouth moving in a particular manner and words coming out that you've never said. They're going to demonize you on your job. They're going to demonize you to your family to try to have people revile you and come against you, speak evil of you, ill will treat you. A lot of things are going to happen and transpire, but your confidence has to be steadfast in the Heavenly Father and His only begotten Son to protect you and to keep you and to shield you. And because the things that are written, they're going to come to pass. But that shield of protection, that's what you want to ensure that the Heavenly Father has you under His wing for, man. Go ahead.
For my sake, rejoice and be exceedingly glad, for great is your reward in heaven. For so persecuted they the prophets which were before you.
So they persecuted the prophets which were before you. As the scriptures, as it is written, there's no new thing under the sun. So the prophets that were before you are the same prophets that have come back again. And that persecution is going to come, because even when whom the world knows Jesus Christ, when Yahushua was taken up, when they saw the remaining disciples, what did they do? Their mentality was to get them too. You were with the man. I was not with them. I knew not the man. So they denied the Lord to flee that persecution that was presented unto them. So as it is written, there's no new thing under the sun. So those same individuals, those same wicked, malicious souls are going to be back today. Because why is that? Because the scriptures say that darkness hateth light. So they don't want to see it so. So your light is going to be in evidence shining throughout the entire planet Earth. Because the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, the spirit of wisdom, maketh the man's face to shine. And the people are going to know a difference between you and them. So therefore, they're not going to have your best interest in mind, right? But your shield for you women is going to be your man, right? The Most High is going to have a righteous rock of defense to hold you and hide you from the wind. And your shield for you righteous men out there is going to be your head, which is Yahushua. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, ultimately, man. That precept?
Yeah, this is Luke 21:12. But before all these, they shall lay their hands on you and persecute you, delivering you up to the synagogues and to prisons, being brought before kings and rulers for my name's sake.
For accusations. All for professing Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. Because everything that we do is for the grand returning of our big brother Yahushua. As I said, they call him Jesus, right? But when Yahushua comes back, this proclamation that we're speaking of is nothing but the trumpets welling out of him coming back and rolling out the red carpet, so to speak. But that red carpet isn't going to come with the flashing lights of the world. That red carpet is going to be tainted with the blood of the people, man. For all the wicked individuals out there, because they're going to have persecution that comes too, you know. But that righteous persecution are the things that are going to be proclaimed of being tried in the furnace, man. Being tried and going through the fire. You got some more?
Yeah, it says, and it shall turn to you for a testimony, and settle it therefore in your hearts not to meditate before what ye shall answer, for I will give you a mouth and wisdom, which all your adversaries should not be able to gainsay nor resist.
So don't ponder on those things. Don't ponder on, you know what I'm saying, biting your fingernails and being worried and jittery about it. Because the Heavenly Father, He's going to give you that spirit to speak the words that He needs you to speak at that particular moment in time, the persecution coming. Whether it's in a guillotine, whether it's being brought before judges and magistrates, people who have the so-called, in their mind, the power over your life, you know, the Heavenly Father is going to be with you. Mm-hmm. But you have to be able to endure those things and rely solely upon Him, right? Because you're not going to have any power or might. Because truth be told, the authorities that are above us, they're above us for a reason, because they are the power source right now until the kingdoms are translated.
I got two. This is Zechariah 13:9, and I will bring the third part through the fire, and will refine them as silver is refined, and will try them as gold is tried. That form of persecution.
That's right.
They shall call on my name, and I will hear them. I will say, it is my people, and they shall say, the Lord Yahweh is my power.
And He said, and they shall call on my name, and I will hear. And why is that? And because it says, as it is written, the Heavenly Father is not unrighteous to forget your works and labor of love that ye have done in His name.
Yeah.
So that's why when you call upon His name, pursuant to what is that, the book of Proverbs, it says the name, that's right.
18.
The name of the Heavenly Father is like a strong tower, and the righteous runneth into it and are safe. Safe from what? The persecutions. But the persecutions are going to come. When you look at the movies like The Road, you look at movies like the book of Eli, you know, the scriptures talk about a time of Jacob's trouble, a time that's going to be far worse than any other time since the world has began. That's going to be a time of persecutions, man. You know? So, so if you don't have that spirit of Habashim Haoshai upon you or covering you to shield you from all those different things, then the persecutions are going to overtake you. Now, this isn't to fear monger or make you shaking your boots, so to speak. It's for you to know, to be able to prepare now, right? And because if you are ready, if you're already ready, you don't have to get ready, and that's a big difference. Someone who's already prepared, they don't have to prepare later on, and that's the most difficult thing to do. You know what I'm saying? Adjust in the moment, adjust in current event. It's better to plan ahead, so to speak. You know what I mean?
You've already acquired those skills.
That's right.
And therefore you're ready for it. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Hey.
Go ahead.
And this is Luke 14:26. If any man come to me and hate not his father and mother and wife and children and brethren and sisters, yea, and his own life also, he cannot be my disciple. And whosoever do not bear his cross and come after me cannot be my disciple.
So that's what it goes into. And that's a form of persecution as well.
Yep.
And because when you so-called abandon those individuals, when you abandon those people, they have their own type of persecution that they place upon your life.
That's right.
Where they try to give you pretty hell, man.
Right.
They try to mistreat you. They distance themselves from you, and then they whisper and chatter about you, man.
Time, bro.
Go ahead.
Hey, verse 28. For which of you intending to build a tower sit not down first and count the cost, whether he have sufficient to finish it?
Right. Hey, so you got to be able to project or plan or foresee, man.
Yep.
Scripture say that a wise man foreseeth the evil. And that goes into that the same thing. It's a 360-degree full spectrum, man. You know? You have one?
Come. This is Matthew chapter 24, starting at verse 6. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come pass, but the end is not yet. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilence and earthquakes in diverse places. And all these are the beginning of sorrow, Then shall they deliver you up to be afflicted, and shall kill you, and ye shall be hated of all nations for my name's sake.
Because of the persecution.
Because of the persecution.
That's the reason why. Because if you go into that term persecution, it means to pursue after someone. So how are they doing that? Through the media, they saying that we're terrorists and things of that nature, man.
Yeah,
Or we're
demonization.
extremists, through demonization, man. So therefore, a part of this truth is being able to carry your cross.
Right.
And part of that cross is bearing those persecutions. You know?
Got another one? All right. We'll get ready for it. We'll end it with yours, Chicago.
Bring this up. Bring it up.
You got one?
Yeah, I remember hearing
No, you just finish yours and we finish yours.
Okay, but this is Matthew chapter 10, verse 22. And ye shall be hated of all men for my name's sakes, but he that endureth to the end shall be saved. But when they persecute you in this city, flee ye into another. For verily I say unto you, ye shall not have gone over the cities of Israel till the Son of Man be come. The disciple is not above his master, nor the servant above his Lord.
So Yahushua went through it. So therefore, as a servant, we're nothing like Yahushua, but we are, basically one mind with Yahushua. And a part of that carrying your cross, like we stated before, is basically bearing these persecutions, man.
Okay.
And it's gonna be hell. It's not gonna be easy. It's not gonna be nice, because you gotta think about this. We're literally going to be wanted men, man.
Right.
Yep. Going against that grain.
Yeah.
So we're gonna be like enemies of Rome.
Right.
All right, so this is Acts 5 and 15. It's so much that they brought forth the sick into the streets and laid them on beds and couches, that at the least the shadow of Peter passing by might overshadow some of them. There came also a multitude out of the cities round about unto Jerusalem, bringing sick folks, and them which were vexed with unclean spirits, and they were healed every one. Then the high priest rose up, and all they that were with him, which is the sect of the Sadducees, and were filled with indignation, and laid their hands on the apostles, and put them in a common prison. But the angel of the Lord by night opened the prison doors, and brought them forth, and said, Go, stand and speak in the temple to the people all the words of this life. And jump down to the 40th verse. And to him they agreed, and when they had called the apostles and beaten them, they commanded that they should not speak in the name of Yahushua, and let them go. And they departed from the presence of the council, rejoicing that they were counted worthy to suffer shame for his name. And daily in the temple and in every house they ceased not to teach and preach Yahushua.
So they rejoiced through the sufferings and the persecutions. So I'll end with this because the Spirit made it link up. 1 Peter chapter 4, verse 14. If ye be reproached for the name of Yahushua, happy are ye, for the Spirit of glory and of Yahweh resteth upon you. On their part he is evil spoken of, but on your part he is glorified.
We have the truth. And that reproach is going into shame, and that shame is going into a form of persecution.
That's right. That's how you're going to know who are the elect, man, when they go through those type of persecutions. Lord willing, we are part of it.
That's right.
Because the apostles, they went through it in the book of Acts. And this is all Acts all over again, man.
Yeah.
All right, so with that, until next time, we say shalom.
Shalom.
Shalom.